Good win by the guys. I thought our guys did a terrific job down the stretch. When Ray Allen hit that three and we went down, we were down 5. I thought our guys kept their composure and they did a tremendous job executing down the stretch. Great performances from a lot of guys. Team-wise, one more thing. I thought in the second half our biggest thing offensively was we didn't turn the ball over, which gave us an opportunity to at least take a look at the hoop. And the 6 turnovers in the second half really helped our cause in getting a win. But had a lot of good performances from a lot of guys. I thought Steve Blake was very effective off the bench with his 6 assists. You know, both our bigs played very well. Both of them getting double-doubles. And Drew sitting down in that post and getting some deep post position. Obviously, Kobe played well with the 7 assists. And you know, he in the huddle down the stretch, he made 2 great suggestions that helped us get terrific looks. One, he had on a play we run, he asked Powell to change the angle of a pick and roll play, and Powell did it and got him a clean look. And then the second one, he suggested that we go into Drew right away after I called that timeout with 13 seconds left on the shot clock. And he basically said, use me as a decoy. And so those 2 suggestions down the stretch were great. He's I don't know, but he's done that before. He's suggested things where, you know, because of guys paying attention to him, that the ball needs to go here or go there. And that, to me, is just a mark of a great player. So it might be new for everybody because this is the first time maybe that I said it publicly, and who knows what he did in the past because I wasn't in his huddles. But it's not anything new for us. I mean, it was the right call. You know, we felt we had an advantage with Drew on the post, and so he said, "Hey, zip me up and then go with me." And let's get the ball into Drew, and Drew, you back him down and put him in the basket. It's the right call at the right time. So, again, not anything new. It's the first time that I said it publicly, I guess.
Mike, when we spoke to you in the preseason, you said when we spoke to you in the preseason, you said like your initial impressions of Andrew were just he's a big body, really strong. But now that you've had 40 games to coach him, what have you learned about him, and what do you think about what you get from him as a player?
Well, I mean, the offense that we're running, you know, we know we have Kobe, and we know Kobe's special. I personally think Kobe can score in any offense you run because he just has obviously a nose for the ball and a knack for putting it in the hole. But the offense we're running is mainly because of Andrew and Powell. I mean, it was designed for those guys, and it was designed for those guys to have an opportunity to touch the ball in our early offense without making a play call, and guys in different spots, so that hopefully the double teams don't know where to come from right away, so they can work for a second or two, for a couple of seconds, just against one single defender. And by the time guys realize where they are and where the ball is, now they may go double and double late. But again, it was designed for those guys because I think both those guys are very skilled 7-footers that not only can score or put somebody in the basket, they can shoot the ball, they can pass the ball, they can handle the ball. You know, they can do a lot of things, and they're very unselfish, but they can do a lot of things offensively, and that's why we need to try to figure out something that can help both of them, because they're 2 special players to be playing together on the same team.
Andrew's scoring in the past was almost a bonus to some extent. There was, when they went on that great run last year after the All-Star game, there were games where Bynum was scoring 2 or 4 points and still getting 2 or 4 shots. What have you just about him as an offensive player? Do you see him emerging in this offense and this year? Have you seen him make development over the last 3 months?
Well, it's tough, coaching against these guys when I was in Cleveland. I was always concerned about Andrew, but because of the guys that they had on the team and what they were doing, I mean, it was tough for him to get touches, and so I knew that we didn't have to go into games double team. Although we felt he was skilled and he could hurt you, we didn't need to double him because he wasn't going to get enough touches. and we knew at the end of the game he wasn't going to be on the floor. So we never had the game plan for him except for, hey, box him out and that type of stuff. And but obviously when I had an opportunity to coach his team, just going off of what I thought he was, watching him play when he did get touches, I just felt that he was a terrific low post scorer, and he can score over both shoulders. And you know, the funny thing about it is, I think the biggest thing, and the most important thing is, his agility for his size is off the charts. I mean, he's got great feet, and he always puts himself in a predicament with me because every once in a while he'll show flashes of being able to sit down and stay in front of one of the quickest point guards out there, and then you know he may fall asleep and not come over 5 feet to block a shot in time. You know, so he's growing in a lot of different ways. He's growing against double teams, which he's starting to face every single night, and he's growing in the area of understanding, hey, you know what, I'm gonna be a force in this game for a long time. And if that's going to happen, it's got to be for 48 minutes, not 32, not 28, but for 48 minutes. And so if he grows in those areas, ooh, look out.
When did he bruise his knee tonight? Do you know what play it was? Do you remember?
I don't. The trainer just came to me and said his knee's sore.
I mean, given his history, does that trigger an alarm bell in your mind, or you just kind of, how do you react?
How do I react? Well, I wish it didn't happen. But I mean, it happened, and so we just have to be smart with it.